We're now going to continue our discussion on logic, and we'll look at what's called a negation. So let's begin with the definition. What is a negation? A negation has the opposite truth value of the original statement. For example, if the original statement is true, a negation is going to be false. And likewise, if the original statement is false, the negation will be true. So you want to watch for that truth value to switch from either true to false or false to true. So let's look at a couple of examples. The first example said, this house has a basement. Very often you can write a negation by adding the word not into the problem. Now, this doesn't work in every case, but it works in most. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here. So the negation is going to be the house does not have a basement. So think about your truth values. Now, I don't know how your house is, but most of our houses don't have basements. So for most of us, if I walked into your house and said, this house has a basement, you would likely be telling me that this is false. And if I walk in your house and I say, this house does not have a basement, you would likely be telling me that that was true. And so you can see how the truth value has switched from a false statement to a true statement when we did the negation. All right, our next one says, batteries are not included. So this one already has the not in it. So to do the negation, I'm going to take the not out. So I'm going to say, for the negation, batteries are included. So when you do a negation, it's almost like you're doing the opposite of the statement that you're given. So either your house has a basement or your house does not have a basement. Batteries are not included or batteries are included. And so you're switching that truth value from either true to false or false to true. All right, let's try a few more. So our next one says x plus 5 is equal to 22. Now, I don't know what x is, so I don't know if this is true or false. And it doesn't really matter. I can go ahead and do a negation by putting the word not into the expression. So again, think about this from a math standpoint. Our statement reads, x plus 5 is equal to 22. So I essentially want to write x plus 5 is not equal to 22. And so in math, putting a not in something, saying not equal to, is going to be this symbol. So again, the first one says x plus 5 is equal to 22. The negation says x plus 5 is not equal to 22. For our next one, the perimeter of a rectangle is length times width. So if I want to write the negation, again, I'm just going to add the word not. So I can say the perimeter of a rectangle is not length times width. And I have the negation. The radio is off. Write the negation. So again, put the word not in. So the radio is not off. Now, you could also say that the radio is on, and that would be fine. Okay, but kind of keeping with what we have talked about, adding the not into it to make it negated, we'll leave it this way. The next one says the executives denied our proposal. So if I'm going to put the word not in it, I'm going to need to say the executives did not deny our proposal. Now, again, if you wanted to, you could write this and say that the executives approved our proposal. But if we're thinking about adding a not, we would have the executives did not deny our proposal. And the last one says beach balls are filled with air. The negation, adding the word not, would be beach balls are not filled with air. So again, in most cases, taking your original statement and adding the word not will give you a negation which has a different truth value than what you started with.